2017 actually started. This is the fourth rate rebasing, and we will have the fifth rate rebasing in 2022.
Patrick, let me just, if you have any questions at all, I think it's pretty free-flowing. So if there's something that you don't understand, you can chime in and Patrick will address. But we do have a Q&A after as well. But if there's something that's already right now and you need immediate answers, Patrick's very helpful.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
It's what we do. The gist of what I'll just try to laymanize it so it's more understandable to you. What happens with the rate rebasing is we audit the past 5 years of the concessionaires, their historical cash flows, whatever, all of their expenses. We check for prudent and efficiency. We have to make sure only their expenses that are prudent and efficient can be charged to the public. So we have to check how much they're paying their employees. Are they paying too much? Are they all their projects? Are these projects prudent and efficient? These expenses for their electricity, for their treatment costs, for their past projects, was this project actually delivered? So afterwards, we check for the next 5 years. Right? We also have to project that, and we project about the population growth, their consumption patterns, their demands versus supply. We also have to check their future projects. What are their plans for the future? And afterwards, we process that to arrive at the current tariff adjustment. We have to also, if you notice, people are always asking, isn't that like an advance collection? It's not, because you have to factor in the past 5 years, how much they spent, and even before that, how much they spent, how much they have already spent. As long as they spent, the total called the original cash position, or the advances they have made is still bigger than what is the future projections. It's not going to be a advanced collection. That's the first thing. Second thing is that they're not going to collect it today, everything today. It's staggered for the next 5 years. So they will be doing the projects, they will be implementing the projects, they will be spending the projects during that time, and you'll be paying for it gradually. That's the second reason. And third, we already made for this rate rebasing, we made it late, as I will show it later, we made the increase in tranches. So there is really no advanced collection. And most importantly, this computation is being utilized by all other utilities in the international setting. This is based on international best practices. This was actually recommended by the ADB and the World Bank to the Philippines during the 1997 when this was first privatized. Next. Okay. We are now at the petition, how much the two concessionaires asked for last year. When they filed for their petition, how much for the rate increases, they asked for a certain amount that will be effective, because remember, they have to do this once every 5 years, and under the concession agreement, they are allowed to implement it at one time at the start of the rate rebasing period. So in 2018, January 1, they were asking for, Maynilad is asking for 11.04 pesos per cubic meter tariff adjustment. For Manila Water, they were asking for 8.3 pesos per cubic meter tariff adjustment.
Just jump in. Why is there a huge difference between Manila petition and Manila Water?
Okay, it depends on their projects and depends on their claim and their proposed plans. Please remember, while we are all in Metro Manila, it's different actually on the western side and the eastern side. On the western side, we are more compact. The density is higher. I would say that the more or less affluent side are actually in the western portion. The richer side is on the eastern portion of the concession area, and they basically have it's more diverse. It's the density is lower, and they need to spend more. Actually, they need to spend more on the pipes because the houses are further apart, and we're sophisticated, and a lot of them are buildings, etc.